Welcome back to the show, everybody. Lupinranger versus Patranger number 22. Love comes naturally with life. Yeah, I know I'm super behind, but yeah, I promise to catch a spectacular. See, you gotta roll that off. Catch a spectacular. Man, shout out to my main man in this mystery, my man Minister W, who I promised I was gonna get back to this cop versus robbers action. So, man, so shout out to you, big homie. You know what it is, fam. Hey, but let's get to this work, though. Previously on the show that I should be caught up on is we were exploring this whole there's a seventh ranger in this room of distrust, right? So now in the middle of this, where we are now is what I like to call the sixth ranger flow, right? Because there are a whole bunch of things that need to happen. Number one, most importantly, we need to get over this ranger because we need to sell toys because we're still a Japanese business who sells toys to children. That's really important for a reason, right? On top of that, at this juncture, usually at this time when you introduce that new ranger in a normal sense, because we just came out of Q Ranger and things like that, where there were rangers like every week. That wasn't actually the case, but let's be for real. It was a lot of they asses. But I miss me some Q Rangers. I do. I miss the Q Rangers. Like, I don't even know why that randomly came up Raptor Bay forever, but regardless. So now also on top of that, we are in the middle of this mix where you're about to get these character focused episodes where that are going to heavily feature Noel and one of these cast members as they get to know this dude and trying to figure it out. But you can't really do that when you start the episode like, yo, Kogure, cuz let me holler at you, dog. Hey, Kogure, how you been doing, OG? I need a favor. No, bro, you can't get no favor, cuz. Because, look, you sat up here, joined the police, didn't tell the fam, though. But, hey, we respecting what you do, but that's kind of jacked up that you did that. But, yo, I need a favor for a favor, though. Like, I need you to give me some out the book, and I will give you this, let's call it a dumbbell. That's actually a reference to another show. But we'll get into that some other time when we wrap this show up. But, in general, I thought, for real, that given the way that interaction ended in the last episode, I thought it was a little more amicable than that. Then that I figured that Kogure the OG, who knows everything, had no idea Noel joined the police and found out like everybody else. So that adds to this line of distrust of people who sit up here and look at Noel hella sideways like, who is you and what do you want? So in this instance of, when I originally, and I still feel this way, even this far behind in the show, that Noel is going to be the bridge to bridge these two teams. However, we have a lot to get over. It's like Noel has spent the last couple of episodes showing out, clowning, and doing an amazing job delivering else because that's important. But you've been alienating the people you professionally work with and also the people you unprofessionally steer with. That don't help. But this focus episode with Sakia trying to sit up here and still deal with his infatuation with Yumika, and I can't blame him at all, is trying to get him in the mix. And I really feel that given the focus of this episode, this is probably the best way to do it. Is that sit up here, get Noel involved in Sakia's business, just so that you can see that, Saki is always the good guy in all of this. You know what I'm saying? The good guy who never quite. Because, you know what I'm saying? You got Keiichiro, you know what I'm saying? Hot-blooded cop. Like, all I want to do is catch these. Bang, 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 bang. Catch these. You got Tsukasa, and she said up her, she a hard ass, but she loves stuffed animals. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all good with that. And it's like, but then you have Sakia right there in that deep middle, and it's like, I really honestly think, saying that, even thinking about this, because I've had a long while to sit up here and really think about this show, Sakia is the key that makes the side of the Lupinrangers literally, not the Patrangers work. I'm getting my thieves and my cops and my robbers and my Indians confused, but regardless, Sakia is the balance that makes the police work, because see, again, you've got two hard asses with soft sides, and you have the middle guy with a soft side who can be a hard ass and will do whatever it takes. And you need him as that balance in that. And I really appreciate that that's a role that Sakia has grown into these past 22 episodes. Is that he was always going to be that guy, to be the guy on that side of the ball to keep it light. You know what I'm saying? Because of the whole super darkness that's going over there with these thieves who done lost every damn thing. Introduce, however, into this the distrust that comes with Noel Takao even existing in the first place. So, your job, Noel, is to win over everybody. To ultimately unite the team together into some big giant clusterfuck Megazord that we have to sell because that's what we have to do. And it'll get done. It'll get done because this is a toy show. It'll get done for none of that reason. I really feel that as I sit up here and catch up and explore these episodes and these characters, that while we got 6 Ranger show, I will technically he is Ranger number 7 in this, is that it's gonna be a lot of trying to get him over. I'm like, they spent 7 minutes on a Megazord fight, so yeah, we really trying to get these toys over. I will admit, Ex-Emperor Slasher, Ex-Emperor Gunner, that's dope. I will admit, you sit up here and you hit a cartwheel and then you turn into a whole different Megazord. I think that's dope. Like, normally for somebody who sits up here and looks at the Megazord fights at the end of the episode and just be, well, this is just emotion. I think that for real, just sitting up here looking at it from a deep back view, that's kind of dope that all he do is hit a note and hit another Megazord. That's kind of dumb. But then at the same time, understanding and knowing that that's perfect for his motif of who he is, of being the character who is both the thief and the police. So I really feel that that's something that's going to get over. You, again, knowing and understanding that ultimately Noel is going to, at a minimum, at least get the respect of the people he has to work with. I'm not saying that everybody gonna turn around and want to kick it with him and drink at a bar with him after the day's over. Nah. At best, probably you'll get some mutual respect for what you do. You'll get mutual respect. You'll get Sakia, you know what I'm saying, who down, and you'll get Tsukasa, who may warm up to him. You may get Keiichiro where that mutual respect is. Umika will just sit up here and smile and be nice. Tuma will probably stab him in the back when he gets the chance, and Kairi will just steal him in the face, but there will still be mutual respect. That's important. That's important because as this series is going to go the direction that I think is going to go in, that mutual respect is going to be definitely important in the end game when the cops and robbers figure out about each other. When that time comes, the mutual respect that has been earned by each of them so far, that we've had so many Kairi Keiichiro moments so far, I could sit up here and I could pull them on my ass if I wanted to, but I won't because that will take too much time. But you see my point. Even given how this episode ended, Umika and Sakia will ultimately get together. Because see, through all the battles that I know that's happened, they gonna sit up here and they gonna harden Sakia up to do what needs to be done. Not saying that his confidence ain't in the right place. That, you know what I'm saying, that I see what he sees in Umika, but if Umika sitting up here, it's not that. And understanding this ending of the episode when it comes to their relationship, understanding the following. Umika likes Sakia too, the same way. But you have to understand what's really more important. An infatuation to chase, or my best friend that got destroyed by an OG named G.O.D. Because, you know, you thought I forgot about Ice, baby. No, totally not. Remember, I talked about this earlier. The Lupinrangers got something to fight for real. They trying to fight for their loved ones back. And you really don't want that distraction. It's like we've had a couple of episodes where the Lupinrangers have dealt with having those distractions and getting off the ball and what it could cost you if. So it's not a matter when it comes to Saki and Umika of if, but when they get over all of this and it's peace or whatever, they can hold hands and go walk in the park, and then when they have a 10 years later, they're going to have some babies because, you know, that's how you do that. This show is going to go some interesting places. I guarantee you that. And it's like, I know, I'm way far behind. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm way far behind, but like I said, I gave my word to my main man, Minister W, and I'm going to do what it do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do it. So I'm gonna try the best I can to get caught up. I got to, because see, this was a perfect time to try to get in a couple reviews. Ain't nothing out this week other than Jenga, which I'll probably do some big giant thing on because I got a whole bunch of Garo to catch up on. So I might need to sit down and talk to y'all about Garo. Like, Zero is that dude. The end. Zero is that dude. The end. If you look at my favorite knight, Ryuga. Just putting it out there. That's my dude. Regardless of such, we've got more show for you. So continue to sit up here, join me on this catch up spectacular. Roll that motherfucking L. Catch up what? Spectacular. On this Lupinranger versus Patranger number 22. What was the name of this episode again? Oh, wait. Love comes naturally in life. Because I was looking at the wiki before I started the review, and they shorted it to Love in Life, but given like the way that the katakana is written out, it wouldn't be that simple. But I'm like, they doing what they do. So shout out to Ranger Wiki, keeping it copacetic. Appreciate the work and the love. You make my job a lot easier every now and then. Regardless of such, we've got more show for you. So I think y'all know the drill, and if you new or you coming back to catch up with your boy Uncle Triple, let me remind you. Sit back, relax, chill, stay tuned right here live to the channel. You know I am. I'm the one on Triple the G.O.D, aka Yo Uncle Triple. I'm here, I got the squad here, Team GRF. We got all of what you need and then some. And we will indeed have that and indeed more after these commercial messages. Oh, wait. Should I have talked about how Dogrania on a squad didn't really do nothing and the monster of the day turned people into goldfish? I don't know. I'm like, Destra's still a beast, you know what I'm saying? Goche, she's still a cutie, and Dogrania just sit there in his chair and deliver L's with a fucking Beyblade. I'm like, he ain't do that, but I remember when he did, and I remember when I reviewed it because, oh shit, that was fucking gangster. But they ain't really do nothing. And I really don't like that villains like that don't do nothing. And where the hell my boy's Amigo? Like, where is Amigo? No one knows. But I got a feeling with all these episodes I gotta get caught up on, I'll be seeing the bad guys do plenty of work for real. More show after these commercial messages.